So some people were asking me what I think about the Dragon Ball Fighter Z patch, so I'm just gonna do an eating video while I talk about it. And today we're gonna eat Dunkin' Donuts. I couldn't stop myself. I already ate a little bit. Honestly, dude, I was in the hospital earlier today, dude. I've just been so fucking sick since Japan, man. I actually haven't been eating that much, and probably like Clayton, why are you eating donuts if you've been sick? Because YOLO, I guess. I don't know. I need to eat something. So anyway, what do I think about the Dragon Ball Fighter Z patch? Let me take a little fucking bite, which I've already taken some. Mm. So my thoughts on the patch, dude. I mean, basically, oh, I really have not been eating very much, dude. I've been pretty fucked up. But that's one of the things that makes me worried when I travel because I know the more active I get, I know the more it fucks me up because my body's not very good. But so what do I think about the patch? I mean, here's the thing. Almost any time anything is new, it's interesting, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think the patch really changes what I think is the problem with the game. And I've said this many, many times before. I mean, what do you guys want me to say? The problem with Dragon Ball Fighter Z is the fundamental aspect of it. It's not the Dragon Ball Z aspect, okay? It's not that the homing dash versus fireball, the reflecting versus fireball, like that sort of meta mind game. You know what I mean? Banishes and all that kind of shit, dude. That's not the problem with the game. The problem is the fundamentals of the game. What make a fighting game? What make the common idea of what is a fighting game? That's the problem with the game, right? So I mean, did this patch really change that shit? Can you tap a light more than twice? Do you have normals that don't all just move you forward? Just everyone's like duck medium, just not move them forward. You know what I mean? Too many characters have the same sort of moves. Too many moves have similar functions. You know what I mean? They may here. I mean, that's some of the problem with the game. The problem isn't the Dragon Ball Fighter Z. If you don't like the Dragon Ball Fighter Z part, like that's why the funny thing about the game is a lot of people that complain about the game, they complain about the only thing that is different in the game. And it's like, why the fuck are you even playing it then, dude? Like, what do you want me to say? Every game is going to have its bullshit, right? What are you going to do? Like, at least make sure the foundation of the game is solid, right? The fundamental part of it, right? But I haven't been feeling that good. Lost my train of thought. So I know, like, cause when there's a patch, I want to do like new cool stuff, right? But I mean, when you look at the patch, like, well, what happened with the patch, dude? In my opinion, they made a lot of these combos, a lot of the gimmicks of the combos. I mean, let's be honest here. If you're not a fucking hater of mine, the fucking foundation of the game was laid down by me. Look at who wrote about all this shit back during the beta, how the game was going to work. The game has turned out that way. All these combos that I said was going to work, how the game was going to be like played, the idea of it all fucking came true. Okay, dude? Like, I mean, besides, I guess, reflecting, you could, cancel immediately during one of the betas, right? But, whatever. But besides, that kind of shit that actually got changed in the final thing. But all this shit that I said was going to work in the game, generally speaking, if it's still in the game, it's how the game worked, okay? The foundation was laid by me, right? But, so a lot of people that complain that no one does Clayton combos, no, you all fucking do Clayton combos because no one had ever even done a fucking sparking loop before I did it. Let's get your fucking act together, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Now people say that no one does Clayton combos because I've moved on. Do you want me to keep doing the same combos? There's no point. What do you mean? Like, no one does your combos? Yeah, you guys all do. You guys do the combos I talked about that were going to exist during the beta. Eventually, the game has. I guess there's this guy. I don't even know him. Like that Saturn guy. I guess he's been doing some of the Vegito combos that I showed off. I see other people slowly doing more and more of the combos that I do. But that's again because the game has not progressed to the point that I've progressed, right? I'm not going to keep doing the same combos because I want to do new shit, right? Eventually, if the game doesn't keep getting patched, people are going to eventually start to do it, right? Whatever the case. So that's the thing. When I look at a lot of the patch changes, a lot of the patch changes just made a lot of these gimmicks that I was doing in more videos within the past 6 months or however long it's been easier. Like, look at all these Frieza disc solo combos. All these Frieza bitches in the Discords trying to get people not to watch my videos. What do? They just made all these disc combos easier. And it's like, it's not as fun then. You want everyone, again, the idea, the community wants everyone to be able to throw the Hail Mary pass instead of understanding that having stuff that you have to work for is part of the fun of games. So they made all that stuff easier. They made a lot of those Vegito. I mean, all this shit. They just made a bunch of shit that people complained about to get people to not watch my videos easier, which is pretty interesting, right? I mean, go look at it, right? So it's like, oh, well, geez, they just want everyone to be able to do it. Like, can Namco fucking pay me for this game? Because sure as fuck that people were complaining that this game was gonna have no combos before I did it, but you know. And then I thought interesting too, some of the changes that I specifically wrote in my videos that they should change in the game, they actually did put in, which I thought was pretty interesting. If you go back and look at those videos, like changes I think you should do, some of the certain, like they didn't do the fundamental changes, which I think they should have changed, but some of the combo changes that I said should have been changed, they did change, which I thought almost specifically too, or actually very specifically, which I think is interesting. But of course, my haters don't want to admit that. Just like my haters right when this patch came out, they're trying to tell people not to watch my videos. Like Clayton never does optimal combos. People don't do Clayton. It's like, motherfucker, I've done all the optimal combos in the game, and you guys complain that they're too hard. Like, do you know the English language? Like, my English isn't even good, and my English is better than yours. Do you know what the fucking word means? I've posted the optimal combos. I've posted optimal meter, but I posted all this fucking shit. It doesn't matter what kind of shit it is. I posted it. The shit didn't exist in the game before I did it. And you dudes were all too fucking butthurt about it and made up lies about me to get people to not watch my videos until you could do it. Look at the dates. It's all there. Seriously. You put a quarter in your ass and you played yourself. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway. So generally speaking, when you think about it, they made some of these combos easier. I said the problem with the combos is one of the problems with some of these harder combos I do is because of the time limit. They're so tight on the combo. When you play a hectic game like this, it makes the player not want to lean towards doing those combos. That's the problem with them. But they didn't want to change that fundamental aspect, which should have been changed. So they just made the combos even easier, more lenient. Well, you should have changed the time limit, like I said, and you should have added some characters can actually tap a normal more than once. Look at my. I guess you can see a little bit of that. You can't tap your normals more than once to properly space things half the time because the game is fundamentally flawed in so many ways. That's the problem with it, right? I also thought it was interesting. Some things they didn't change back were terrible. Like they didn't put back, they got rid of some combos, which I thought was terrible. Like some of the super jump and stall stuff with Gohan. Why would you get rid of that? Stupid. Why didn't you keep Goku's double super? So you didn't put that back in. I always think that's funny. That's one of like the haters try to say like, oh, we all knew double super was going to be in the game. No, you fucking didn't, because I posted it during the beta, and you fucking losers said I was wrong. And then I got it. What did I do? Within 5 minutes of playing the game, I showed it worked. Because you dudes were too stupid to know about like different heights. Because again, if you think about the super, you couldn't do Goku's double super if you're too low to the ground. You know what I mean? So if you think about it, maybe the developers, when they made it, they just didn't think about that. And think about this patch. They literally made characters fall faster to do anything they can do to get rid of this kind of shit. So maybe they didn't plan for it. Maybe me, Clayton Chapman, the dude who used to beat all you fucking losers in tournaments as a kid, sick as fuck, who's found countless shit in all these games over year and year and after over and over. Maybe I'm just fucking smarter than you guys and you guys are losers. How about that? Well, we know that's true, right? But anyway. So, whatever the case, that stuff is fun though. Like, why'd you get rid of that? That's just stupid. So, the patch is okay. I don't play a lot of games. I know people want to think I play a lot of video games. It's like this. I enjoy video games, but I don't play a lot. Does that make sense? We all have things like that, right? How do you think I knew all this stuff worked in this game? Because I used to play video games as a kid, and because I told you got so many of these haters think that I'm so full of myself. I didn't watch good people playing. I watched scrubs playing because you have to think about games sometimes through the mind of a child and try everything out. And too many people during the beta were just doing what they knew worked. They weren't actually trying to explore the game. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to watch these people that are good at the game, quotation marks. Not saying that as like a hater, but just saying, I'm going to watch these people that don't know what the fuck they're doing because they're trying anything they can do. And that's how I knew shit worked without even playing the game because I watched them play. Because people, I don't think people understand what it is like to be creative sometimes. Well, obviously they don't because most people never found fucking shit. Anyway, so yeah, again, it's interesting. It's a new patch. It's something new. It's new, so it's something fun to do a little bit, right? But it didn't change a lot of the fundamental flaws of the game. Also, certain characters I feel kind of were a cheap pop. Like I haven't played it a lot, but when I look at like Goku Blue just feels like kind of like a cheap pop. They just threw a bunch of stuff at him, and like, hey, let's hope people play him. It kind of feels like one of those things like, oh, hey, this is just an excuse for if we patch the game again, we're going to take this all away. Not saying that's going to happen, but it just felt some of these changes feel like a cheap pop to get people to play these characters, in my opinion. They're not actually interesting changes. They kind of just made shit easier so that anyone could do it, right? They're like cheap pops to me, not actually well thought out things. So again, it's interesting because it's something new, but it's actually not fixing the flaw of the game, in my opinion. And you have to understand this. Think about this. Again, who am I when I play video games? And I take this as an insult. When some people say that I'm just a combo, and again, I saw people, what were they saying in the Discords recently? Right when this patch came out, people were saying, don't watch Clayton's videos. Some guy was trying to say, like, you need to make a distinction between someone who does combos and someone who actually can play video games. How many fucking tournaments have I fucking won in video games when I was a kid? I was still winning tournaments, beating top players that are still considered top players even back then. Are you trying again? I mean, this is so ridiculous. Like, didn't I go on stream and I literally signed on to these websites? It's like, what do you think? I hacked these websites? I don't even fucking know frame data. You think I know how to fucking hack a website? Dude saying I faked being sick. Okay, I fucking hacked a hospital. I fucking hacked all these tournament results. I used to beat you fucking losers, dude. Like, the only reason I even know who you guys are is because you guys name drop me all the time and are so butthurt about everything I do. So whatever the case, but again, I actually do kind of take it as an insult, but in a way, I guess I'm a tech or a combo video dude. Although again, I've played online before, and there's still matches of me beating the Japanese in various games, right? I mean, I posted them before doing combo video combos that people can't do against them, right? Wrecking shit. So, ooh, maybe that should be a new name, wrecking shit. I do need a new fake name eventually, right? I need a new fake name if I play online again. Wrecking shit. Maybe I'll do something like that. Um, huh. I do need some more fake names. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, point is, I kind of take like the tech dude or tech guy kind of as an insult, but I guess in a way it's true. I totally forgot what it is, but whatever the case is, like, dude, I won tournaments too. Excuse me, I remember what I was gonna say. So here's my thing. You have to remember, what am I doing when I play video games now, or at least when I show a lot of stuff? I'm making combo videos. I'm making tech vids. So that's what I'm going to put out. I want the game to be interesting tech wise and combo video wise because that's how I'm enjoying video games now that I quit the tournament scene. I already won tournaments when I was sick. I don't have an intention to ever enter tournaments again. I won my last tournament. It doesn't matter. Um, and that's why I say if the game was fundamentally changed, yes, I would care about it more fundamentally. But I don't like the fundamentals of the game, so I'm not going to force myself to play it like that. Do you guys force yourself to play things you don't like? Obviously you do, because half you losers just complain about shit all the time. People think I complain. Like I think it's so funny. Like, oh, Clinton complains all the time. Clinton just and then he plays the game. Actually, if you watch, people complained when I was destroying this game at the beginning, and I would just say, I'm just waiting for Vegito, so I'm done. I don't want to do anything else. I'm like, oh, you hate the game. We know you play it all the time. You say, but you complain all the time. It's like, dude, I'm telling you right now, one of the only reasons I got the game was because of Vegito. And what happens? Vegito comes out. And who do I focus on? Vegito, because I'm not a fucking liar like you fuckers. I'm a dude who does what he says he's gonna do. I was just wasting time. Now if I'm gonna do other characters, I'm gonna do it when I just, I have like some free time. I like video games, but video games are not my life to the point that I need to make up lies and complain about other people, right? We know you dudes are so butthurt that you will do anything you can do to get people to not watch my videos. Mm. Uh, about that Anime Illuminati, I did want to shout out some of you guys more, but when we were supposed to do that Anime Illuminati thing, I got there, dude, and I was there pretty early, dude. I'm like, are we gonna do the interview? And they said they didn't know what was going on, but like for the first time, none of the camera equipment was working and the streaming stuff. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? So literally, I came back like an hour later, and the interview only became 15 minutes. And you know me, I'm not a dude who gives short answers, right? So it's kind of like a 15-minute thing. I didn't know what we were going to talk about. I want to give better answers. You know what I mean? And that's the thing too. People think I complain about it all the time. Look at that Anime Illuminati interview. What was I doing? I was joking off about fucking hentai girls, or I don't know what joke I said. Ayana gives me blowjobs. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. You don't understand. If it's a fun conversation, I can have a fun conversation about video games and be stupid, dude, right? But if people watch my vlogs, to the people that are making up lies about me that I faked being sick and making up all these other fucking really terrible things about me to get people to not watch my videos, that's not a fucking joke. And I don't think it's fucking funny. And so, I mean, and that's why I wish I could have called out all these haters. Like, I mean, again, if you saw the interview, look, I'm smiling, I'm laughing. I can have a fun conversation. I can have a deep conversation. Can you fucking have it, though? And that looks weird with me pointing with you with chocolate. Can you fucking have this chocolate on my fingers, right? I can have a fun conversation, I can have a deep conversation, whatever, dude, serious, whatever. Can you keep up? And most of you people can't keep up. You can't have a fun conversation when you're just joking about jacking off to fucking hentai, which I probably still would jack off to hentai if I had more energy or still watched more anime, right? So I guess that's kind of true, but you know what I mean? If it's a fun conversation, it's fun. If you want to have a conversation about video games, half you fuckers never even won a tournament before. So first of all, you don't have like the street cred, and you can't talk about a video game in a smart way anyway, besides making it a math problem. Try to talk about it in frame data. Well, frame data, I don't know fucking frame data, and I still can talk about a video game more fun than you. Okay, dude? So what do you want? And then if you're gonna have a serious conversation about people trying to say I faked being sick and now I paid off my doctors and all this other kind of shit, that is absolutely fucking disgusting. And they should be fucking held accountable for that shit. I mean, really, I wish I could have called out some of these haters for that, because I don't care if we would have been on stream. I have no problem saying that in person, and I wish we could have made that interview longer, because you can be sure I would have fucking called out all these fucking losers in the discords, all these people that have made up lies about me to get people to not watch my videos. That is completely fucked up, and I'm not joking when I say if I ever saw them in the hospital with me, I would say, tell me where your fucking parents live. I'll send them a letter and I'll tell them what a fucking little bitch their son is, and hopefully they fucking die. Because obviously, if they're so weak that they got to make fun of someone else while they're sick and try to say that they faked being sick while they're fucking losing their hair and all these other fucking bullshit stuff, and then try to do whatever they can do to get someone not to try to get it so I can't make $5 off YouTube, then try to say I fake combo videos and all the other just ridiculous shit. No, I have no fucking sympathy for you, and your family should know what a little bitch you are. You're not a fucking cool person. And I wish I could have said this on stream, but they just kind of are cutting me off. They didn't want me to fucking swear like that. But I'm a blunt person. I can have a fun conversation. I can have a serious conversation. Can you have that, right? And of course, I would have liked to thank, the people that do watch out for me and everything like that, because I do appreciate it, right? But you know what I mean? But there. Anyway, I'm going to eat these donuts. I wish I could have shouted some of you guys out that have helped me out sometimes. I wish I could have called some of these bitches out. It's so amazing too. I saw some of these comments too on that video. Some dudes were trying to say that I'm a fake nerd. Some dudes, it's just unbelievable how butthurt these dudes are about everything about me. I just make combo videos now. What are you guys insecure about? You guys should feel lucky because I've made the game better, dude. You guys should feel lucky because I'm not entering tournaments because I'm not beating you dudes anymore. I mean, is that not true? Obviously, it's true. The proof is there. What are you guys talking about? Feel privileged. And you guys are still butthurt about it. Who cares? You're gonna say, well, obviously you care, Clay. Yeah, because you guys are making up fucking terrible lies about me and are so butthurt you don't want me to make $5 off YouTube. That is absolutely fucking disgusting to even joke that I would fake being sick. That is so fucking disgusting. You guys are complete fucking trash for even trying to say that. And if you support any of these dudes that say that, you are fucking complete trash as well. Anyway, the end.